But it is what it do. It's your boy Alex J. If you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Man. Man. Let's go ahead and get it cracking with this one, man. Y'all know what we here for, the Super Bowl reaction. The Kansas City Chiefs got nobody is above getting said and told this. Kansas City Chiefs got belt to ass last night. All the way up and down the field, all four quarters. The only time they wasn't getting belt to ass was when Kendrick Lamar was putting on that fire halftime show. I actually enjoyed the halftime show. If you didn't, hey, go cry me a river somewhere else. It is what it is, but I enjoyed the halftime show. But yeah, man, just from start to finish, oh my goodness, man, belt to behind the whole game. And I said it too, man. I did not expect the Chiefs to just necessarily just be beat like that. Man, I expected a little bit better of a game. But anybody that's been watching football this whole year knew the Eagles got a they defense from top to bottom, like literally is stacked, man. They got a real good defense this year, man. Especially with that D line, those DBs, man, and even those backers, man. They all around like good defense. When you can rush just four and they getting back there wreaking havoc, man, you know they got a good defense, man. And from the way that the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line looked like it did in that Super Bowl against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a few years back, where Mahomes was running around for his life, it was literally the same exact thing in this one almost. But the Eagles made sure that they capitalized every time they got the ball on offense. They was score, field goal, score, field goal, score. And whenever you playing against Pat Mahomes, that's how you go beat them. Like all other 30 teams other than the Chiefs and Eagles should take notes on what they just watched happen last night in that game, man. If you can get four horsemen up front, that's going to be running and rushing and getting to that man. And you obviously got to, shout out to the Eagles defensive coordinator. But, hey, man, if you can get four of them big boys up front, a lot of people forget, everybody forget that, football is played 11 on 11. Everybody knows Justin Jefferson, the Tyreek Hills, Antonio Browns, A.J. Browns, all of those guys, the Travis Kelce's, Pat Mahomes. Everybody knows those guys. Nobody ever really necessarily pays attention to the Lane Johnsons, let me name some. The Broderick. I'm only when I can't put Broderick Jones in there. He's still, that's still his offensive lineman, man. But the point I'm trying to make, man, is nobody ever want to pay attention to the trenches, man. And you know what I'm saying? What the trenches is where the football game is really won at, man. If you ain't winning on the offensive line and that defensive line is steady putting pressure on y'all quarterback and y'all letting them get back there and have y'all quarterback rattle and stuff, then that's most likely who's going to win the game. The game is always running the trenches, man. You got to block. You got to rush the QB. And, man, if you don't do those things successfully, if your quarterback is always running for his life, he can't throw the receiver a good, accurate pass. He can't, read the defense and try to, get the ball out of his hand and one receiver two. Especially if they get in there that quick almost every time. And it seemed like after, like, the first job they came out, the first pass, he threw that pass to Smith-Schuster. He had, like, a bubble screen. And Smith-Schuster basically like running a seam route, and he hit Smith-Schuster on that. They got like a first down, and I was like, yeah, that's. And then on that first play, Pat Mahomes didn't look rattled at all. He wasn't. But excuse me, that was that first play, and then right after that, man, you see that. They own him like right on rice basically throughout the whole game. Pat Mahomes ended up getting sacked like 5 or 6 times this game, like. And then having them turnovers, man, man. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and keep it all the way to Bill, man. I'm going to always be real when I'm on this channel talking, man. I wanted to see the Eagles win. I wanted to see Jalen Hurts go ahead and get one. I think Saquon Barkley deserved to end up getting the ring. I want to say shout out to that boy, Devontae Smith. That man done won a championship at Alabama. That man done won a Heisman Trophy. And now he's a Super Bowl champion, man. This boy, all I do is win. Hey, man, that boy, man. You got to get that man his props, man. That deep pass that Jalen Hurts threw him in that game, man. Even though by that time they was up by already a lot, but it was just nice to see, man. Like, nice to see, like, man, like I'm saying, if you don't watch football this year, you know that the Chiefs, they were a real good football team this year, but they hadn't played a team like necessarily like the Eagles, man. The closest thing they played is like the Eagles. Like you could say it was freaking the Bills or Baltimore, but man, the Eagles had a real nice team all the way around all year this year. Hey man, shout out to Kenny Pickett. Congratulations, bro. You got your Super Bowl ring. I'm happy for you. Just from watching it, man, and seeing everything that happened in this game, you know, that all other teams gotta take notes because man, that's where the game is gonna be won at. You know, is in the trenches. It's always one in the trenches. It's always one with your offensive line blocking, giving your quarterback time to run, opening up those holes for your running backs, you know, letting your quarterback get some chances to get the ball into them playmakers' hands and wide receivers, man. They made Jalen Hurts beat them this game, and that's exactly what Jalen Hurts did. He came out there first drive of the game, first drive of the game, if I remember right. They go for it on fourth down. He throw a deep ball to A.J. Brown. He get called for a push-off penalty. It is what it is, but you know, like right at that point in the game when I'm watching, I'm like, wow, man, they no risk it, no biscuit. They really go try to make sure that they do everything they can, you know, they ain't losing this game. That was basically what that coach Sirianni was telling you. You got to be happy for him, man, because at the end of last year, they was possibly talking about firing that man. Like, for real. Him and Jalen Hurts ain't on the same page. Well, they was on the same page all day yesterday. I'm pretty sure they on the same page this morning. Another thing about the Eagles, man, all them dudes they got over there, they young. On the defense, Jalen Carter, Cooper DeZine, Keanu Mitchell, Nolan Smith, them dudes ain't necessarily up to get a contract. I think they got another year or two on them rookie deals, man. The majority of those guys, Cooper DeZine and Keanu Mitchell, they was rookies this year. But Jalen Carter, I think this is what, second year? So, yeah, bro. Like, and Nolan Smith, too. I'm almost sure, too. Yeah, man. Yeah. Or if, no, I think maybe Nolan Smith is the same year as George Pickens. I know they won that chip together. I think Nolan Smith is this is probably his third year. But even still then, man, they probably will take a fifth year option. Howie Roseman, man, the way he done drafted these last 5 years, oh my goodness, man. Like, you gotta tip your cap. You can't take nothing from, like I said, man, that was a fun Super Bowl to watch if you wanted to see the Chiefs lose. And I'm going to be honest and be real. On this channel, I wanted to see the Chiefs lose. But only because I wanted to see my boy Jalen Hurts, who came up out of OU, Alabama. How y'all gonna claim him now? Y'all literally shipped him out for Tua. Bama fans, how y'all go claim Jalen Hurts and y'all shipped him out for Tua? You know? That's what y'all did to that, man. Y'all benched him for Tua and he had to leave and come to OU. OU took him in with open arms. Ended up losing in the college football playoffs against Joe Burrow and that stacked LSU team back in the day. But hey, that's either near nor there because Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champion today. So we're going to cut this one short. I'm not going to keep y'all super long, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. Hopefully you went and probably watched it with some friends and family. Probably just sat back and enjoyed it. Sorry to the Taylor Swift fans. You know, and let me go ahead and say this real quick before I get off here. I've been rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers since I was 12 years old. I became a fan back in the Super Bowl when they beat the Cardinals. I was 12, real impressionable age. You know, I started playing football that next year in 8th grade. And yeah, man, I've been rooting for them since I was 12 years old, man. One thing I do not like about sports just in general, and this is the main thing I don't like about the Chiefs, and I understand it coming from a woman's perspective, because, you know, most women, they don't sit back and watch football like a full 18 weeks. You know, a lot of them, they catch it here or there if, you know, they got a boyfriend that's rooting for a team, or if they got a dad or something that's been rooting for it all their whole lives and stuff like that. But generally, you know what I mean? You don't necessarily catch too many women just always watching a game of football. Not consistently on an 18-week period, you know, when your team is playing 18 games or 17 games that year, you know, getting 1 week for a bye week. Most women aren't doing that. Well, some of them are, and that's really cool. I think that's great. But a lot of them aren't. So I'm not directing this towards them. They're the ones I'm giving a pass. To say all that, I'm giving them a pass. I understand why a lot of women are rooting for the Chiefs because they winning and all that. But you dudes that were scared to play football in school, y'all was scared to come out to practice. You wanted to come to a couple of weight trainings and you did not want to play football in school. And then you don't. I've never seen you rooting for the Chiefs all of these years of us coming from middle school to high school to young 20s to mid 20s to now I'm 29. I'll be 30 at the end of this year. I've never seen you root for the Chiefs, bro, and all of a sudden you're a Chiefs fan. No, you guys are the guys that make me not like the Chiefs. I love Pat Mahomes. I think he is a phenomenal quarterback. I think he's great. But you guys that root for the Chiefs, that just all of a sudden started rooting for them in the last 2 years, no, you guys are the kind of people that we can't stand. Like the bandwagons. I've talked to a Chiefs fan yesterday. He can't stand y'all because y'all weren't there during the years of Alex Smith. Y'all weren't there during the years before that when the Chiefs was horrible. 20 years ago, the Chiefs were horrible. But now y'all here and you're a Chiefs fan. No, you're not. I only know 2 real Chiefs fans that I went to school with. Brian Lamberson. I hate the name drop, but I don't think he'd be offended by this. Brian Lamberson, somebody I played football with, good friend of mine, and my boy Chip Kidd. Those are the only ones that I knew that was rooting for the Chiefs back in the day when we were in school, 9th grade, and was really Chiefs fans. All the rest of you guys that I went to school with, see around at the gym and stuff like that, but you guys are not real Chiefs fans. Like, stop. It is okay. You jumped on the bandwagon. At least acknowledge that whenever you want to try to claim rule, the Chiefs. Yeah. Made some money off that game yesterday, too. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm rocking with y'all, man. Congratulations to Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Coach Sirianni, Howie Roseman. Hey, tip my cap to y'all. Y'all went here and got that thing, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. We got a couple of trades to talk about in the NFL. And like I said, the NBA season is getting underway. We getting closer and closer to the playoffs. Shout out to OKC Thunder. Hey, man, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.